brought me here?
The store?
No, the police. They said, take care of this girl until she starts touching it.
Well, I'll touch your raggedy old body anytime I want to.
You take that back.
No, I won't. It's all yours.
Fine then, you take this, and I got you last.
Not anymore.
Well, I'm getting you 2 times last.
And I'm giving you 3 times less.
No, Dad, that is enough in here. But if I find out who is making all the noise, I'll tell them that if they don't be quiet, you're going to come in here with your belt. Did you hear that? If you don't be quiet, Dad's going to come in here with his belt, and it'll rip the meat right off your bones. I wish I was hitting you again.
You hit me in the eye, and my eyeball fell out.
I'm sorry, and if it did, I'll help you find it. It's not here right here in the bed somewhere.
You always hit me in the face.
Look, I said I'm sorry. Now, if you don't accept my apology, I'm going to hit you again.
Yeah, sure, pick on the little one.
You are the only one in here.
Well, if you hit me in the face again, I'm going to tell Dad.
Good. Commit suicide.
Hey, why did you take my cover?
Well, because I didn't have any on my side.
That doesn't mean you take mine.
Listen, Rhonda, I'm getting tired of you wetting the bed, and then me rolling over on the cold spot.
It's not always cold.
Well,
I hate you. I hate all sisters.
that would include you. Oh, Dad, nothing is going on in here. Well, Rhonda, she was crying before because she fell out of bed and landed right on her eye. Isn't that right, Rhonda?
Yeah, I was in bed.
Having a bad dream.
Yes, of course, having a bad dream when I dreamt that I fell out of bed. And, well, Jamie, yeah, she tried to catch me, but her fist, it hit me right in the eye. And because this is my side of the bed.
Stupidest story I've ever heard. It only sounds stupid.
But, Dad, she took my cover, and she said that you're really not my father.
Dad, listen to me. We're ready to go to sleep now. You won't have to come in here with your belt or anything.
And another thing, get your cold feet off of me.
That's the temperature feet are supposed to be.
Not human feet. Keep them on.
Be quiet. Dad's probably waiting right outside the door.
Hey, I got an idea. Want to see me do something?
No, unless it's you going to the roof and sleeping.
Well, it's not. I can jump on the bed and almost hit my head on this ceiling.
Rhonda, your head isn't working right now anyway. Why would you want to break it even more?
Want to see me do it?
Sure, I've never seen the inside of a head.
Wait. I bet you we could both jump on the bed. And that would be a lot of bodies. And if we get a lot of bodies jumping, I can go really high. Hey, come on, jump.
Hey, I guess you're right.
Look what you did now.
What do you mean what I did?
You broke the bed.
Well, you're the one that started all the jumping.
Yeah, well, it's broke on your side.
Yeah, well, if you don't help me fix it, your face is going to be broke. On your side. Oh, Dad, I'm so glad you're here. You'll never guess what happened. A guy came in here and just started jumping on the bed. Came right through the window. Isn't that right, Rhonda?
Yeah, Dad. Jamie wouldn't lie to you.
No, Dad, I'm not lying. No, Dad, I don't think I'd like to sleep in a hospital bed. I promise. We're ready to go to sleep now. Good night, Dad.
Dad.
You are the stupidest sister ever recorded in the history of human families.
Well, I'm going to get a drink, and don't take my side of the bed while I'm gone.
have its drawbacks. Or so believes the narrator of this selection. Here's one fisherman who has problems we can only imagine. The Sensuous Angler by Patrick F. McManus. Women find me extraordinarily attractive. Irresistible would not be too strong of a word to use. I sometimes have to laugh to myself at the great show they put on and trying to make me think that they are totally unaware of my existence. Just recently, for instance, I was sitting next to this beautiful woman on the Uptown bus. I could tell she was flustered by the way she rummaged around in her purse. Finally dug out a compact and, well, started fixing her face. It was absolutely hilarious, particularly when she wiped off some excess eyeshadow with the tip of my tie. I mean, there are no lengths to which women will go in their pretense of ignoring me. The combination of my obsession with fishing and, well, my irresistible appeal to women took an extreme turn to the worst one day. Her name was Jennifer, and she worked in the same advertising agency as I did. My job at the agency was to make up lies about a client's product. Oh, so distracted was I by Jennifer that one day I allowed a truth to slip into my copy and was nearly fired. Naturally, I was upset about the mishap, and as soon as the boss had gone, I whipped out my portable fly tying outfit and began to tie a few royal henchmen to soothe my nerves. Then all of a sudden, I felt a pair of eyes on me. I realized it was Jennifer. She came over to my desk. Hello. My Jennifer, you must be new here. Oh, I've been here a while. How long? 4 years. Strange that I've never noticed you before. Our desks are only 20 feet apart. Yes, well, I've noticed you, Jennifer. You have? Anything in particular? Is there ever? For one thing, there's the way you read Field and Stream so avidly. While the other girls are gawking at glamour. And then I saw the way you took that casting reel apart and put it back together again when you were supposed to be typing your annual report. Oh dear, you caught me in the act, did you? I was just cleaning my Proton 90 double widget Power Glide Procaster. You're telling me you got about the prettiest little Procaster I played ice with. A flush of embarrassment filled Jennifer's cheeks. As she bent over to whisper in my ear, I detected the faint, lingering fragrance of awe. Did you notice anything else? You mean the way you rewrapped the split bamboo rod during your coffee breaks last February? Of course I noticed. It nearly drove me wild. You're really a very attractive. You're not that bad looking. I like large ears a lot. I really do. I chuckled. The poor girl was practically tongue-tied. But what attracted me to you most, though, was your portable fly tying outfit. It's lovely. Say, I've got an idea. Why don't we stop by my place tonight and, yeah, well, you know. I know. After I slipped into Jennifer's apartment that evening, she poured us each a glass of wine and turned on the stereo. Then we got right down to business. I was amazed, I must tell you, at what that woman knew. In less than 15 minutes, she taught me more about how to cure fresh steelhead eggs than all the grizzled old anglers I'd ever known. No one must ever find out about us. I told Jennifer as we shook hands at the door of her apartment as I was leaving. Oh, I know. Next time. What? Tell me what, Jennifer? Next time, I'll show you how to fillet perch. I was puzzled. But, Jennifer, I already know how to fillet perch. Not the way I do. When can we do that? When can we fillet perch together? Maybe next Tuesday night. Call me after 8. But if a man's voice answers, hang up. A man's voice? Yes, my husband's. He's very big with a short temper. It would be most unfortunate for you if he caught us, well, you know, filleting together. Considering he hates fishing and fish. I shuddered at the image conjured up by her warning. When Tuesday night rolled around, I called Jennifer's number. Jennifer answered. Is it all right? Can I come over? Yes. Hammer's out of town on a business trip and won't be back until tomorrow. Great. I'll sneak right over. When Jennifer opened the door of her apartment, I was disappointed to find her dressed in a flimsy, low-cut negligee. You're early. Mix yourself a drink while I slip into something a little more comfortable. Presently, she returned in baggy, patched fishing pants and a plaid wool shirt sprinkled with scales. Hey, now that's more like it. Overcome by the excitement of the moment, Jennifer and I rushed into the kitchen and began to fillet madly. Never have I known a woman who could fillet like Jennifer. Perch after perch fell under her flashing knife. I became mesmerized by her motions. The way she whacked off the head, stripped away the skins, and sliced off the fillets. Time ceased to exist for me. In all space seemed confined to Jennifer's laminated maple chopping block. And then the earth moved. So, did the earth move for you too, Jennifer? Yes. And you know what made it move? What? Hammer. He always trips on the last step at the top of the stairs. What'll we do? Jennifer then picked up all the evidence and flung it into the freezing compartment of the refrigerator. A second before Hammer's shadow filled the doorway, Jennifer leaped across the kitchen, threw her arms around me, and planted a big, wet, utterly disgusting kiss upon my mustache. And then Hammer filled the doorway. Who's this? He demanded, pointing at me. Oh, this is just one of my professors from night school who heard you're going to be out of town and thought he'd stop by. You expect me to believe a cock and bull story like that? It smells fishy in here. You been filleting behind my back? No, Hammy, it wasn't anything like that. Please don't kill him. Repeat that last part, Jennifer. I don't think Hammer heard it. At that moment, Hammer blinked, giving me the opportunity to leap out the kitchen window and sprint to safety down a nearby alley. When I finally stopped to catch my breath, I made up my mind right then and there that never again was I going to fillet with another man's wife. Particularly one whose apartment is higher than the ground floor. For one thing, it's so darn hard trying to sprint to safety with your legs protruding from your armpits.